Alright, so printmaking. Now this is a unit where you're going to have to really think things through. You're going to be given a little plate of foam, and if you mess up, no problem, just go to the grocery store, buy a bag of the foam plates, and you can have as many times as you want to try it. Now with this photograph, we're going to take and we're going to sketch super lightly on here. Now we have to go super lightly. If we don't, it will actually make an indent into the foam already, and we don't want that. But anywhere a value changes, you're going to draw in the shape. Now only draw what you see, not what your brain is telling you is there. And these are another thing that doesn't have to be perfect. Just get the big main shapes put in. Now the hardest part about printmaking is you have to do the opposite values that you see. So if something's light, you have to color it in dark. If something's dark, you have to color it in super light. Now that's really hard for kids to get at first, but once you get the hang of it, it'll work out for you. Now you're going to want a pretty dull pencil. If it's too sharp, it'll poke through. Now the place that I always start, because it's easiest for me to remember, is with the whites of the eyes. Now because they're white, they're going to be colored in dark. This is completely opposite from everything that you've done before and that you know to do. But anywhere that's white.
So it's kind of like a negative.
It is like a negative.
I wonder if they even know what a negative is.
They're too young.
Probably.
So once I finish this up, I'll come back and show you exactly what we're going to do with it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do then is mark off your registration. That's what it's called when you make these little marks, so you know exactly where to place your plates, which is what a printing format is called. And so you'll just go all the way down. Now you're going to have extra room at the bottom, and you know what? That's normal. You should not try to measure them all in evenly. You should have a little extra room, and that's completely fine. So you should be able to get 4 in each column here, and have a little left over at the bottom. Now if you don't follow these absolutely perfectly, the world will not come to an end, but it's just to give you a little guide. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your plate with your face and you're going to roll it with ink. Now how you do this is you just roll right over the top. You can see anywhere you indented actually goes in. Everything else sticks out. Now if it's like this on the edge, it's too light, so you're going to have to go back in. You don't want to go back and forth over it, because then it actually takes the ink off of there.
So you're rolling in one direction only.
One direction.
Okay. Oh,
Now you're going to want to make sure that you don't use your inky fingers. Line it up, and you get one shot to put it down. If it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. You roll over it with a clean brayer. And when you pull it off, there's your image.
wow. One thing I've done, Ms. Vadnais, is to put a piece of paper over the back of the plate just to keep the brayer clean. But if they're good and they pay attention, they can keep it clean by themselves. But that's just another hint if the brayer gets dirty.
Now once again, after every one you want to watch out for fingerprints. And we're going to put these in a checkerboard. So I got my next one. I put it down. Boom. Peel it off, and there it is again. So you see you're going to stagger these in a checkerboard pattern, and then you're going to come back with your second color. Now, why do you think I chose orange and blue?
Oh, I think they might be complementary colors.
Absolutely correct.
Nice.
The Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos knew what they were doing when they were picking their colors, people. Complimentary. Now, obviously, if your portrait is horizontal, your symbol also has to be horizontal. Get that put down.
Be careful of the wet ink, people. She's so careful.
Peel it up.
Oh.
Now you see my ink didn't go far enough to the edge, so I have to make sure I do that this next one. But it's not a big deal, and you cannot reprint them. So don't think, oh, I'll just try it over again. That doesn't work. Once you lay it down, it's good to go. And there we are. That is how you're going to do your printmaking.